You just got your motorcycle license, spent a lot of money on a bike and realized now how actually expensive motorcycle gear is and you have no money left, or you see motorcycle riding as a hobby and want to have it hobby priced, then this is the video for you, because I am today going to show you how to get all different kinds of motorcycle gear for completely free, for absolutely no money. And this is not a trick, nothing weird. You actually can get a bunch of motorcycle gear for free at the end of the day. So let's go, and with that, welcome back on the FreeMousMC YouTube channel. I can already kind of hear your concerns. Please watch the video in its entirety. I'm also later going to go into the quality of gear that you're getting, but I can already spoiler, I've been riding with majority this kind of gear for all the time I had a motorcycle, so it's good stuff. So first of all, where do you even get free motorcycle gear from? In general, everywhere where used goods are traded, because we're talking about used motorcycle gear here, and your best approach is most likely the apps: eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Gumtree, Vinted, Kleinanzeigen, Leboncoin, and Anuncios. Those are kind of the main ones. But you can also get motorcycle gear for free or very low prices basically anywhere else. So why is this gear free in the first place? This is because of the big generational gap between old and young people, because there are a lot more old people than younger people in motorcycle riding, and a lot of old people are giving up motorcycle riding due to age, which results in there being so much motorcycle equipment that the demand is just basically non-existent, and people have to give the stuff away for free, and sometimes even then no one is picking it up. A good place to start with for free motorcycle gear is people giving away motorcycle riding gloves. I have a few examples here. Those are all gloves that I actually used extensively on my motorcycle riding trips, and they're basically the different temperature levels. All of these gloves have been gotten for free from Kleinanzeigen. And right here we have a pair of gloves for comparison that you can just buy. And I visually cannot make the difference. And we get like all nice kinds of things here. Many of these gloves then are from the 1990s and the 1980s, but they still do a really good job. Like I used these ones to drive all the way to Morocco and was fine. Toured Italy with these and Iceland, and it was never cold enough to have to use these ones. And also like these summer gloves from 1985 or something, they're really good, even if you look for modern features like touchscreen ability. Literally check this out, touchscreen ability from Polo since 1985. But gloves are only the start of motorcycle gear that you want to get, because the real deal are jackets and so on. These ones can get expensive. And jackets are also available for free on the apps Plentiful. But the best way to get everything in your own fitting size is to actually pick up something small. Some gloves, a tank rucksack for free on one of the apps, because in 50% of the cases when someone gives something away, once that one item goes, you will need to stop them from giving you stuff. Because once that one item goes, you will stand there and be like, please not the toaster, please not the Vive, I'm just taking the motorcycle stuff. Like, because it seems to be a thing about letting go. Once one item goes, you have the full trunk full. And you can find like this some true crown jewels, but let's get first of all to basically the basic stuff you'll get for free. And that is stuff like this textile jacket, nothing fancy, doesn't really catch the eye, but it's incredibly functional. It has multiple layers and you can ride it in basically every weather. You will find these in every size, every day on all the apps. This is how the jacket looks while wearing it. It's not really eye-catching, but that can also have some great benefits. I used to ride my XJ600 really often with friends, and when like we would get pulled over and everyone on the MT-07 had to spend a lot of time with the police, I really often just got waved through because I always was dressed like a 50-year-old dude on like an old 90s sports bike. However, the visuals of this jacket can have also some drawbacks. It doesn't look particularly nice, and also really often they kind of like make you look fat a bit if you like close them up, because there's always like a lot of space like here at the front, because many previous owners sometimes had a bit of a belly, and it's tough to get that shape basically back out of the jacket. But these things are 100% comfortable and practical in every weather, perfect for commuting. Let's get to something a bit more interesting. What would be if you would try to get a full race suit for free? And that actually brings me to my favorite piece of motorcycle gear that I own. Here are the pants. It's a two-part suit, and this top. And this is a two-part suit. It doesn't have like knee pads for dragging knee, but it has a really good back protector that goes all the way down to the collarbone, and just the colors on this thing. And if you like the colors on this, wait until you see this one. Isn't this the shit? This looks so cool. I love it, absolutely. So I'm now in the suit with the cooler jacket with the nice colors in the same colorway of the Yamaha FCR 1000. Sadly, it's a whole year ago that I wore this because I was last year very busy with like YouTube and so on. And sadly it became too small, but if any one of you at home has this one, definitely write me an email. I definitely want to buy one of these because I bought the whole bike in that colorway because of this jacket. So I'm now in the different one, which is also beautiful from its colorway. I now didn't connect everything because it's warm in here. But basically, these suits have been worn by people on racetracks a few decades ago, and they're still really good stuff. Like, all the protectors are really nice. The back protector is nice. If you have any doubts about that, you can replace those. And these ones I've seen are actually being traded relatively highly in vintage stores in Berlin and Paris as basically style leather jackets, and there even has been an outfit at the Paris Fashion Week including one of these in black. And it's also just really cool to pick something up like this because a few years back when I got this, I took a girl all through France on the back in this jacket. So that's really nice to also have some gear for someone else. Also, a suit like this visually really nicely fits the old Super Sports that you can pick up for 600 to 1,000 bucks. And if you're already bargaining about one of those motorbikes and the owner has one of these suits, you can easily get one, you know, when you're like basically bargaining at that border of 1,000 to 900 bucks and you want to go below 900 bucks, you can meet in the middle with getting this suit, basically. Back in the normal clothes, and one more thing about this jacket. If you really care about style, this is in general already a great option, and the zipper of like many of these suits, you can order a zipper that's counter to that and stitch it into your motorcycle riding pants. And especially with this jacket with this colorway and like a cheap black helmet and like some 90s Ray-Bans with the plastic frame, you can also get them for really cheap. You can basically create a really unique riding outfit that kind of has this like 1978 The Warriors kind of style. So definitely also like for style on a budget, really good. In general, if you want to find something really special, also go to other things that are not the apps. Like for example, at your local church, there are often like events where you bring an item of clothing and you can take as much as you want with you. And really often there's motorcycle gear there as well. And it's really often good stuff. Also earlier talking about two-piece suits, you can also get textile two-piece suits for touring. Like this one, it's now a bit dirty, I was off-roading with it, but like this is really, really good stuff, and this is also of like a person who is similarly slim to me, so it really fits well. Another part of free motorcycle gear that I want to get to is not necessarily clothes, but everything that you can put on a motorcycle that is not necessarily customization. I'm talking luggage system, like hard cases. The hard cases that I took to Morocco, Italy and Iceland, they've been for free. Actually, I tried to rebuy them and you cannot find them anywhere. But you get insane amounts of soft luggage for free every day of the week. I mean, look at this. You have really nice saddlebags that you can like put on the back of your bike underneath the rear seat. And also a lot of the really expensive modern stuff ends up having a lot less room. Good example is this thing from SV Motec. It's I think like 270 bucks. It was so expensive that I ended up chaining this with a bicycle lock to my motorcycle because I was worried of someone stealing it. In comparison, I want to show you some luggage systems that I'm in particularly proud of. Here we have a really nice tank bag system. This is one tank bag, not two. It is mounted with magnets onto the motorbike. It has quite a lot of like liters of volume, and if that's not enough liters of volume, by the way, you can on both versions put like a map or a phone for navigation in there. You can just slap this one on top. And it's now not full, but you can get a rough idea. This is a true tower, this is like 30 liters or more. This is what you can put into a big side case in like size. Funny detail, this thing has not been used a single time. It still had the price tag and the security warnings from 1996 on there. Another one is this one. It has a really nice way of like basically holding on to the motorbike itself here with these magnets. And it's just really stylish and actually like really cool. And when I first started riding, I didn't want to spend like 100 something bucks on like a quad lock phone mount that stabilizes my camera properly. So I just shoved my phone with the navigation in there and would just look down onto the phone with navigation every time I needed directions. And this thing for free. Another one that really nicely shows the advantage of getting stuff for free on eBay. This is a rear tail bag that you can put onto the rear seat or the rear cover of your bike from KTM. And look how big this thing is. I think you have trouble finding one of those this big, like just buying them after all. Or like, this sea bag made my motorcycle surf trip possible after all, because it's so big, it holds so much volume that I was able to shove a whole neoprene suit in there. And also because I got it for free, I didn't care that the neoprene suit could have salty water in it or anything, and it made the trip just a breeze. So if what I've shown to you, you now know you can basically get everything you need for free. However, I have to give one warning, and that is regarding helmets. You can get some decent helmets for free as well, but I would definitely not recommend it, because motorcycle riding is really dangerous and you should not rely on a helmet that you don't know the history of. I myself got this Schubert helmet for free on eBay. I tried it out and it's really good, but you never really have a trusting feel with it. It always feels odd, especially a helmet like this. I got this one for 80 bucks, and basically I can make a video on this whole helmet and give a review because I wrote it a bunch. Then you know what you can basically get as a really cheap one. One thing to look out for your own safety when looking at these things is you should, of course, check the protectors. Really often you can rebuy the protectors, or most of the time they already have decent protection. How do you tell the difference with decent protection and not decent protection? Not decent protection you can push into and basically it constantly gets softer and you just push your thumb into it. Well, on like a good set, usually like the pressure gets progressively more. There are also safety ratings, you should have a look at that, and just in doubt, buy new protection pads. Really often the myth holds itself up that old gear is automatically dangerous. I was with my race suit in driving school and my old gloves. When my driving teacher saw my old gloves, he said that I'm going to, off myself on a motorbike basically with these gloves like every second learning hour because he said they're so clunky and stuff. I don't feel a difference to modern gloves. Just because something is old doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. And with all the great stuff that you've now seen that you can also get like a variety of different things. I didn't show motorcycle cross equipment that you can get for free. You could get basically everything for free except, like I said, helmets. And also you cannot get riding jeans, because the people that give this stuff away, they were not the biggest fans of riding jeans, and people will still pay money for riding jeans. And also, if you get this equipment, you own it. You're not getting rid of it. Even if you're like trying to give it away on eBay again, no one will pick it up. Like, if you pick this up once, you have it. And you will keep it forever, or you throw it into the trash, because no one will come for it. Also nice motorcycle gear that you can get for free really often are basic tools and stands. Like, for example, the stand to lift an enduro. Or really nice, when bargaining for a used bike, I got this Leatherman from the 1970s. And it's so cool. It has a really like grippy screwdriver that I use really often. You can get a lot of nice stuff. I hope that you liked this video. As like a last few words, I want to let you guys know you can definitely maintain the hobby of motorcycle riding for $1,000 a year. That means buying a bike a year, getting gear and insurance. And I will make a few videos about how to actually do that. If you like that, leave a comment, because I think it's good info to have out there. And like and subscribe, and please check out the Instagram and TikTok with like things changing in the world. It's really good to be on all platforms, so definitely follow me there as well.